Manipur. Whenever you hear this term, what do you imagine? You imagine the flora and fauna, the beautiful people of Manipur, the Loktak Lake of Manipur, and La Horiba Festival of Manipur. But after 3rd of May 2023, the scenario of Manipur has changed. Whenever you imagine about Manipur, what do you think? You think about the relief camps, children and women are crying, lots of arms and weapons. Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about fresh violence in Manipur. And this session is important for your GAS 2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news. Then we'll have a discussion on where is Manipur and who lives there. Then we are going to discuss about the conflict of the Manipur, background of the conflict. Then we are going to discuss about the government takes. In this, we are going to discuss that what is the state government take and also the central government take, and what is the Supreme Court intervention into this matter. After that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIE's channel. Moving towards the news part. So you already know that since 3rd of May 2023, the Manipur has become a war zone and it is always into a conflict zone. And recently we had witnessed a fresh violence in Manipur in which almost 2 people had killed and around 9 to 10 people had been injured. So this is the news which we are going to cover up in today's session, that why after 1 year the peace has been not achieved in Manipur. So this is the news which we are going to cover up in today's session. So we'll discuss about that, where is Manipur and who lives there. So you already know that Manipur is a northeastern state of this country and it sits between east of Bangladesh and borders of Myanmar, and it is home to estimated almost 3.3 million of the people, and it has a distinct population including Meitei, Kuki, Paite, Naga. So the Manipur population is divided into 2 parts. One is the Meitei population, which is not included in the tribal scheduled tribes of this country, and another population which are the Kuki Zomi community, Naga community, Paite community, who are a part of the scheduled tribes of this country. So this is the demography of the Manipur, about their population. So now we'll discuss about the background. So from where this particular thing has been started. So this conflict is not new, that Kuki Meiteis are fighting. There is a fight between tribal versus non-tribal. This conflict is not new. But since May 3rd, 2023, this conflict had become worse. And why it had become worse? Because the High Court had asked the state government to think about that whether Meiteis should be given tribal status or not. And in response to that, the Kuki had asked for the march. And after that march, violence have erupted into the Manipur, in which Kukis are saying that Meiteis are already into the majority and they are almost more than 50% of the population of a state. And they are economically, socially privileged than Kuki Zomi community. In such situation, they should not be given the tribal status. So this has become a point of contention between the Meitei and Kuki Zomi community. The second point of contention is about the land use, because Meiteis are saying that Kuki has been migrated from the Myanmar and they are the outsiders. So there is a debate between the insiders versus outsiders, and they are saying that the Kukis had encroached their lands and they are using such kind of lands for the illegal means, such as the poppy cultivation, which has become illegal in the state. Also, they are saying that the problem with the culture, the problem with the population, the problem with the insider, outsider, the Meiteis are often alleged that the Kukis are not the citizen of this country and they had not contributed anything for the freedom struggle of this country. On the other hand, Kukis said that they are the very citizens of the country. Their origin is of the Mizo Hills, which is also known as the Lusai Hills. And their land, the hilly land of the Manipur, belongs to them. So Manipur geography is like that. This is the whole Manipur and these are the hills, and in which there is a plains. In plains, most of the Meiteis live, which is near Imphal area, and in the hilly areas, most of the tribal population lives. So this has been the demography and geographical space of the Manipur. They are also fighting over the illegal migration of Myanmar, land use, growing population and unemployment. So this is not just the fight for the tribal status, it is also fight for the land use, it is also fight for the unemployment. Meiteis are saying that this land belongs to us and they had encroached our land, they had encroached our opportunities, employment opportunities. So this is more of a ethnic conflict rather than any religious conflict. So this total conflict is known as the ethnic conflict between the Meiteis and Kuki-Zomi communities. So it is not, you can say that tribal versus non-tribal, because many of the tribal communities are not taking part into such kind of conflict. So it is largely between the Kuki-Zomi versus the Meitei community. So this is the thing. Now we'll discuss the central government intervention into this matter. So what had happened that when this issue had erupted, people had asked the state intervention and state tried to intervene, but the peace could not achieved in Manipur. Then the locals of the Manipur had asked that central government must intervene into this matter. And in the beginning of this protest, beginning of this violence, Home Minister Amit Shah had visited the Manipur. But what we are seeing that after that also, the peace could not achieved in Manipur. He stayed there for 1 and 2 weeks, but the peace could not achieved. And what happened that in the month of August, we have seen that a very horrific video erupted over social media, where 2 Kuki women were paraded naked in the streets of Manipur. That incident had shamed entire country, and that had also marked the response of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi had responded to this situation, and he said that this entire incident had shamed over the India and women's dignity had compromised. And after that, so many stakeholders took part into this, and Supreme Court had also intervened into this matter. If we'll talk about that, with the intervention of the state government and state government, peace could be achieved in Manipur or not, then government intervention is must. But if we'll talk about the satisfaction among the people, so the locals are dissatisfied with the state government and central government intervention, and they are saying that they are not intervening properly, and because of that, the violence is still there in Manipur, and they are not trying to solve the problem of the locals of the Manipur, the ethnic conflicts between the Kuki and Meitei communities. So this is about the government response. Now we'll come to the Supreme Court intervention into this matter. So earlier, when such kind of things went to the Supreme Court had said that there was a PIL filed in the Supreme Court, and by responding to that PIL, Supreme Court had said that central government must not intervene into such kind of the things, because there is already a committee, and that committee will look after that what is happening into the Manipur state. But after that horrific incident, the Supreme Court had also intervened into this matter, and Supreme Court had conducted an investigation, asked to conduct an investigation which will investigate the nature of crimes committed against the women. So that particular incident had also marked the intervention of the central government, the response of the Prime Minister, and also the Supreme Court. So moreover, what we are seeing that all these incidents had attracted the attention of the central government authorities, the state government authorities, the Supreme Court. But still now, after 1 year of the violence, if we'll talk about the peace in Manipur, comparatively there is a peace in Manipur. But still, violence had been erupted, the militancy had been not curbed in the Manipur. And still we can see that militants are attacking on the innocent villagers. And into response to that, the state government had also said that this particular initiative in which the militants had attacked on the innocent villagers had marked that they are trying to disrupt the peace process of the Manipur. And we will not able to happen this. So they are trying to curb militancy from both the sides, and we are hoping that the peace will prevail into the Manipur. So this is the thing. Now we'll come to the question round. So the question is, which of the following statement is true regarding the Meitei and Kuki communities in Manipur? The Meitei primarily follow Christianity, while the Kukis are mostly Hindu. The Meitei community primarily resides in the surrounding hills of Manipur. The Kukis mostly Christians trace their roots back to the Myanmar and reside in the hills surrounding the Imphal Valley. Both the Meitei and Kuki community have roots only in Manipur and not in Myanmar. So you have to answer this into the comment section. And you have to also think this particular issue that despite of having so much peace processes, the central government had deployed so much arms and military into the Manipur. And despite of happening so much efforts by the state government and central government, and after the Supreme Court intervention, why peace could not achieved in Manipur? What would be the process to achieve the ethnic conflict and different kind of solve out the problems of ethnic conflicts? So what could be the way forward for this kind of the problems? After 1.5 years, why we are not able to achieve any significant solution which can prevent the lives of the innocent people, which can prevent the violence in the valley and also into the hilly areas. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.